Tell us your full name.
Timothy Dolan.
And Timothy, how long have you been on the street?
Oh, almost 5 years. Basically, my advice would be look in your heart. Look to God. If God puts it on your heart to help this particular individual,
right?
Because we are particular individuals. I mean, don't go out there and try to help the homeless, because we are not the homeless. We are people. I keep on top of news from my hometown. This whole thing with Tim struck a chord with me because my mom and I were homeless when I was 7 to 8 years old. It took the kindness of one person to save us. Well, 28747, I'm glad you had that one person. Welcome to my humble abode. This used to be some sort of business. Apparently at some point, but you can't really smell it too much right now, but the stench of urine is pretty strong.
I can smell it.
Apparently it used to be a restaurant at some point.
Right.
So I think this is very ironic. I think this is incredibly ironic. I think I missed the truck, and I think I missed the boat, but I think this might be my helicopter.
Internet experience to get him experiment to get him some help, but is it at the expense of his dignity?
How about this? Dignity went out the window a long time. Yeah, that's a nice sign.
I'm the only one that's different.
People are warming up a lot now. They're starting to look at me like I'm a human being. Yeah. Like, wow, this is not just a piece of wood in the street, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, walking down the street to get a cup of coffee and someone hollers out the door, "Pip this bum, yeah!" And I was like, yeah! You know, just a little bit of recognition. It's kind of fun. It's kind of neat, you know? I'm excited, but now that we got an actual date, I'm a little worried, so...
Anxious or nervous?
A little scared, yeah.
Yeah. What's scary about it?
As scary as it was when I hit the streets.
Yeah.
I mean, when I first hit the streets, I literally thought I was going to lose my mind. I was praying, I literally had to sit there and pray to God, don't let me lose my mind. The fear was just so great.
Well, you
got me through the night, and then the next day, I got
You ready?
I'm terrified now.
It's bum.com, it's a website, and Tim Edwards is the homeless man who is featured on the site. Tim's in the center of the picture right there, and you've got Kevin to the left and Sean to the right. Guys, thanks for joining us today from Houston.
Thank you.
I promised Johnny the first swipe, so here it is.
The moment we've all been waiting for.
The unmasking of Tim. Who's that man behind the beard?
Get that hat off your
head. Gotta get the hat off too.
Awesome.
I'm back into the fight. I'm tired of laying down. I'm tired of giving up. This life, it's worth fighting for. It's worth fighting for. He asked, who do you love more, me or your mother? He asked us to choose. He asked us to choose.
I'm wondering if Tim Edwards is my cousin, Timothy Dale Edwards. His mother divorced Jim Edwards many years ago, and she took the children, making sure Jim and our family were unable to contact their 2 children. Their dad also hired detectives and was unable to find them. Jim Edwards died a few years ago. If Tim is my cousin, I would love to hear from him. You were 2 years old, so you only have the recollection you have. But you probably grew up through your life with something in the back of your mind, thinking your dad didn't care, didn't like you.
It would have been nice if I got over it and I actually got to see him and talk to him before he died.
Sure would have been.
It was my dad, right?
Huh?
It was my dad.
He was your dad.
$50,000 in donations, but most importantly, this drug and alcohol treatment facility in Washington State is treating Edwards for free. He hosts nightly web chats with hundreds of followers.
Medication that they've started me on, and absolute hell. It's absolute hell.
About it and taking the time to do it is awesome. Awesome. I mean, it shows a lot of compassion and.
To me, it's all.
We got to get the cake and everything ready.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I get to celebrate this year. Most years I've just been marking. Just here, like, well, here's another year that I've wasted and thrown away. And I'm another year further down. I really should have seen this coming, folks. I really should have seen it. Oh, I think I know what it is.
Well, you'll find out in a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, it says HP. Yeah. Right. This is like the best birthday ever, dude.
Yeah.
This is awesome, man.
Yeah. No problem.
Oh, dude.
Glad to do it. You deserve it.
I was kind of worried, and there was always that feeling that something was missing in my life.
It was us.
It wasn't you. It was weird. Whenever I'd go someplace, I'd see someone with the last name Edwards, and I'd wonder. Bandmaster Deluxe Chromatic. Cliff handed it down to me. It's my dad's harmonica.
Oh, I had to move it up.
I'm John Edwards, and I'm Tim's uncle. And I'm very thankful after all these years that I get to say. I thank God, and I thank Christ, and I thank for those who brought him here to see me.
It's my family. I didn't know I had them. Now I have them. It's one of the best things to come out of all this.
He worked all the time on it. And read. He was a reader. Do you like to read?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name? I didn't catch it.
No, no.
Live on it sometime.
I can't read it over.
I hope it's bothering.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, hey, we got Bloodshot's heart, man.
Yeah, man.
Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell God short. If he could do this for me, he can do this for you. It's just amazing. And things just keep getting better. So God made the way, but I had to actually do the work. I had to get up and start walking. And he did that for me with PTB. He made the way. And I don't think there would have been any other way for me to get off those streets. So now I get to walk off into the sunset, face new challenges. I couldn't even begin to thank you all. But, wow. For what it's worth, thank you. Thank you so much.
This might be an avenue off the streets. It might be a way that I can climb up a little bit and get out of here.
And it must be hard to see, sitting way up on your tower, so easily you hold a grudge. So go and get a job, you criminal, you slob, as you're racing home to beat your kids. So take your life and pause it, all the skeletons in your closet, but there ain't no room under the bridge. The hope never came, bottled inside 40 ounces and a bag of dough.